Oakdale accoutrement that we've had, that Nick Zackos, the director of the City of Hudson Youth Department, was so gracious to loan us. The beach balls are ours, but the rest belongs to the Youth Department. So I'm Brenda Schufelt. I'm the program director of the Hudson Area Library, and I want to welcome you, as I said, to Oakdale Past and Future. And I first want to thank the people that you met out in the hallway, Operation Unite New York. They do a lot of our welcome tables, and it really helps us a lot. We have a lot of volunteers, and they are among our most favorite volunteers. So I thank them for that. I also, in the tradition of how we do things here, want to tell you about some upcoming events quickly. And the first one is this. I don't have the flyer, but this month is Black History Month, February, and we're focusing on Ashley Bryan, who's a wonderful children's author and illustrator, and just an amazing man. All of our story and craft hours on Wednesday and Thursday mornings and Saturday mornings will have an Ashley Bryan book as a part of them. On Saturday, February 23rd, we'll have a sing-along with someone who is a music teacher and had studied with Ashley Bryan, who lives currently in Maine. And on Thursday, February 28th, we're going to be screening I Am a Man, Ashley Bryan, a documentary about him that's just lovely. And we will be having food cooked by someone that you will be very happy cooked your food for that evening. So that's February 28th on Thursday. And then this coming week, the Friends of the Hudson Area Library will have a book and bake sale, and it's during our Saturday and Sunday open hours. So it'll be 10 to 3 on Saturday and 1 to 4 on Sunday. And there are lots of very interesting books and delicious desserts for you. Our next, this is kind of a local history talk, so for the month. So our next month's local history talk is a collaboration with the Jacob Leisler Institute. He wants to be part of the program.
Yeah, that's fine.
Colonial New York and the World of Jacob Leisler, and that's Thursday, March 21st. And the last thing that I will announce, of course, is the Hudson Polar Plunge. And not only is this a great event sponsored by the Friends of Hudson Youth, and it gives money to the Hudson Fire Department Water Rescue Team and the Youth Department. And if you don't know about this, please do consider plunging. I see people in this audience who will be plunging. And I'm very proud to say that the Hudson Area Library has a plunging team, if that's what you call them. So, and you can go on their website and donate to any of the people who, in honor of any of the people who are plunging. And I think that's it. So,
did you mention the chili cook-off?
Oh, no, what?
So
there's a chili, yes.
After the polar plunge, as if the polar plunge weren't amazing enough, there is also this year a great chili cook-off, which is going to be so delicious. And to participate in that, you can either make chili and enter it to be judged and win, or you can just come and pay, Papa's in the back, and pay a small fee and taste all the chilies and be a participant in the judging. And my email address, there's oh, go say hi to her. Go say hi.
Here.
Okay, go say hi. So if you, my email address is on this flyer. They're all over town, and we have some really exciting competitors, but we could use some more. So just whenever you see this flyer, my email address is on there, or if you write Oakdale Lake at gmail.com, that will also come to me, and then we can just enter your chili, and you can win.
And the chili is going to be at the firehouse?
So the firehouse on 7th Street.
What time is that?
Right after the plunge.
Right after the
You
plunge.
drop it off at noon, and then right after the plunge, it gets eaten and judged.
So the plunge is Saturday, February 23rd from 12 to 3, but it will probably end, I'm sure, way before then, and then you get your chili. So you get really cold, and then you get hot with the chili. So this exhibition is a real community exhibition. As you can see, it has photographs from the 1940s through to the posters from the Department of Oakdale Campers did this past summer, and it's been a community effort. I want to give thanks to Tamara of Friends of Oakdale Lake. Bruce Bonsack shared his cache of the 1950s and 60s photographs from the Howard Gibson archives. It's a wonderful archive. And our very own John Craig gave a lot of the historical accuracy. He's a member of our History Room researchers, so thank you. Peter Frank of the Friends of Hudson Youth coordinated the exhibit, and Arthur Cowick was the one who loaned his early Oakdale photographs that were then remastered by the amazing Katrina Stair, and you'll be able to see them so much more clearly than in the Beach House exhibition. And Nadia Rishin did the layout and design of the beautiful text boards. And Kaya Kuhl, that Tamara is going to introduce in a minute. And I want to thank Nick Zakos for our wonderful accoutrement of the summer that we can look forward to soon. So Tamar Adler is a mom, as you can see. She's a Hudson, New York resident and the author of 2 books with a third on the way. She's a contributing editor at Vogue magazine and the mother of an Oakdale Lake loving 2-year-old who has created his own language named Oakdee after the lake. So Tamar?
Hi, I'm Tamar Adler. I work with Friends of Oakdale Lake. And my son, as you can tell, is very enthusiastic. And we found Oakdale when he started to love the water, and it quickly became a really important part of our lives, and it's an important part of so many people here's lives. And something that is really exciting for me, and I hope for the whole community about this exhibit, is the way it creates a context for what the Friends of Oakdale Lake really hopes to do, which is kind of knit Oakdale Lake into our community in a regular and exciting way. And I think what's so neat about the work that John Craig did, doing all this history of Oakdale, and Peter Frank did, and Brenda did, and the Gibson archives, is that it really kind of creates this, this landscape, this historical landscape of Oakdale in Hudson over time, and kind of shows that we have had this before. We have had a beautiful, highly used, invested in, beloved lake that supported programming, that supported play, that supported swimming, that supported skating. And it's exciting to me, as somebody that's only lived here for 3 years, that this is not a new idea, and that this isn't my idea or something that I want. This is something that has been a part of this city for a century, actually. And that it's a pretty small period of time during which it hasn't been a big part of life here. And so many people that grew up here have told me that, like, looking around at these pictures, they're looking for themselves, that they grew up skating on the lake, that they grew up doing the luau's, doing the swim races, and that makes me so excited, because that's what I want for my family, and that's what I want for my neighbors, and that's what I want for my friends. And this tonight is especially exciting because it doesn't just lay out kind of the past of Oakdale and some idea about the future, but it's the culmination of an entire season's work by the Hudson Valley Initiative, whose director Kaya Kuhl is going to speak right after me, which involved a bunch of community listening sessions and, well, 2, that's not a bunch, a couple of community input sessions to think together as a whole community about what a new vision for Oakdale that sees it as so central to our community would be. And so we did one in this room, and then Kaya and her group took all that information, went back to Columbia University, did a bunch of drawings and thinking, and then we had another session at the youth department. They took that input, and from that have created this really cool design concept. So this is not architectural drawing. This is not like when you see it and you go, oh no, there shouldn't be a wall there. There's never been a wall there. Like, there's no wall there. That's not what's happening. It's an idea. But they took all of this input and they created an idea and they broke it down into 8 like fundable, achievable projects. And so I'm going to stop talking in a second, but the last thing I wanted to say is there are sign-up sheets in the back of the room. And those sign-up sheets really serve 2 functions. One is we might be slow to start, but we really need people to get involved. And so they are there so that you can say, I'm interested in seeing how we can get skating up and running. I'm interested in the trail. I would like the trail to be more accessible. And whatever it is that you're interested in, please sign up there. And then at some point in the next few months, you'll get a call, we'll have a meeting, we'll get it started. The other thing is, in a really exciting way, we're getting to the point where we can hopefully start looking for funding for some things. And so if you could all treat those sign-up sheets as kind of like ballots, it's essentially like voting for what's most important to you. That would really help us start to think about what the community wants to work on first. Like, if we think of this whole thing as something that will eventually be prioritized into like, we're gonna work on the trail or we're gonna work on water quality. It's not gonna all happen at once. If you kind of cast your vote for what matters the most to you by signing up on that sheet, that would be extra input to all of us so that we can go, okay, it looks like people are really, really concerned about the bathrooms more than anything else. And then, we just look for those bathroom grants. So please make sure to do that. That will be incredibly helpful. And then Kaya's just going to say like one thing, and then you can eat food and stuff like that.
Thank you, Tamar. So I don't have much more to say. My name is Kaya Kuhl. I direct the Hudson Valley Initiative at Columbia University. It's our goal to encourage our students to learn by getting out of our beautiful building in Manhattan and come into the Hudson Valley. We do this mostly in the fall semester. Many of you may have seen our students out and about in the city before the holidays. I don't want to give a presentation of everything that we came up with. There are some images on the wall behind you. As Tamar mentioned, there are these sign-up sheets on the table in the back. There's also a booklet that sort of describes everything that we came up with and has a little bit more detail. So the thing that you're seeing behind me is actually a video that sort of summarizes our entire process, which has been wonderful. It's been amazing to work with all of you, with the kids at the lake, with this entire season of sort of getting to know Hudson and getting to know Oakdale has been beautiful for us. And so we thought we'd just kind of summarize this. I'm going to turn on the sound now for one round of this movie, and then yes, please get up, have food, look around, see all the beautiful images.
Water. That's the Oakdale Lake.
I love that. I really want to pick the area. Me too.
Apparently a really great lake right here in town, and so then I kind of started, really looking around myself and seeing what it is, which is, it somehow manages to escape sight and observation, but it is a beautiful body of water surrounded by, nut trees on one side, and old oaks on another side. That seems like it's this sort of glimmering treasure that has endured some years of of disinterest, of lack of investment, and of consequent or correlate disuse. Oakdale Lake was the absolute center of recreation in the town.
My personal experience from Oakdale, growing up in Hudson, was swimming there in the summer. It was a coming of age when you knew how to swim well enough to go from splashing around at the shore to swimming out to the boat. In the winter, there was ice skating, and I remember a fireplace in the beach house, you know, to warm it up when we would go inside to change and just go inside to get out of the cold.
Right out here, so. Was that diving board?
There, it was beautifully maintained, and you could see photos. There were activities, physical activities for families there in every season. I mean, exactly the stuff that we don't have now in town. And like, not only do we have a beautiful site for it, but we have local history supporting activity at that site and supporting it as a real interest and meeting place. The process was fortunately very guided by the Hudson Valley Initiative, which I'm so impressed with because of the Hudson Valley Initiative's kind of willingness to and enthusiasm about getting as much willingness to get as much input as possible and excitement about that input.
So we heard a lot from community members about a lot of different ideas and things they would see improvement on in Oakdale rather than each of them can be kind of realized of the others. They probably require different funding sources and different time frames. That way together they all create a wonderful having all of this pedestrian area part of each other seems very important to everyone.
And then also kind of open up the building that this what seems not to be on the back of the building could also become another floor, and kind of bring different tables and still out so that when we have these stands here, people can also go in by doing and come out.
This area that we call the picnic row used to be a waiting pool for kids, and you can still see the wall and remnants of that here. But rather than renovating it as a place for children, we thought this is also a place where adults might want to spend some time. There's volleyball, we're already improving the picnic table so that you can have a picnic row.
Reinvigorating Oakdale and having it as a place that we who live in this community can play is a common goal that I really think every single person can share. Even anybody who feels like I don't want somebody who just moved here 3 years ago redesigning my home park. Luckily I'm not. That we're going to do it all together, and I can't design anything. But I think anybody who feels skeptical shares in the goal of Oakdale being better, stronger, cleaner, more fun. And that's cool.
So thank you for coming and enjoy the exhibition and the refreshments.
Thank you to the library and Brenda, and thank you to Nick Backwards.